Now it's time for On Point, where we speak to experts to delve deeper into the biggest news stories in the spotlight right now. Today, November 19th, is World Day for the Prevention of Child Abuse. Unfortunately, countless studies have shown sexual, physical and mental abuse of school-age kids has skyrocketed during the pandemic, especially when widespread stay-at-home orders are in effect. This is the same worldwide, not just here in South Korea. While there is no conclusive link as of yet, some experts have speculated that COVID-19 and pandemic-related stresses created kind of a perfect storm for this abuse.
And making matters even more depressing, such studies only scratch the surface, as the vast majority of child abuse cases are never reported due to youngsters feeling scared, humiliated, confused, or isolated. For more, we connect to Ali Seo, professor of psychology at Seongsin Women's University. Good morning, Professor.
Good morning.
Professor, do we have clear evidence showing antivirus response measures heighten the risk of child abuse both in Korea and abroad?
We certainly do. Actually, recent studies have shown both domestically and internationally that child abuse has been increased. One study that came out of Johns Hopkins has shown that due to the COVID-19 pandemic, physical child abuse has increased from 4% in 2019 to 13% in 2020 for children under 15. And also the case in Korea, rates of child abuse have increased by 2.9%, according to the Ministry of Welfare.
Yeah, it's extremely sad indeed. But since the pandemic began, it's really made it harder for kids who are victims of such abuse to seek help, as they have more time stuck at home, so they don't have this social interaction with people outside their family. So in your view, after some 3 years of living through this pandemic, do you think it's time for schools just to stay open no matter how severe the COVID situation is at any given time?
No, I think keeping schools open is one solution, but I don't think it's a fundamental solution in addressing child abuse. So with the pandemic most likely taking a chronic course, we do have to address the mental health issues and difficulties of, staying together in a confined space for a long amount of time. And, we really need to get that help to parents in terms of, helping them learn strategies to manage their stress, whether it's alleviating economic concerns or taking care of their mental health. We do need more fundamental solutions to dealing with child abuse.
And also, Professor, for people who think they may have seen signs of child abuse, things like unexplained injuries, unaddressed medical needs, or unexplained changes in behavior, what steps can we take here in South Korea? And is it possible to report such suspicions anonymously?
And that's a great question. There are certain numbers that you can call to report child abuse. For example, you can call 112 and you can report anonymously, or you can even report by text message. There's also number 182, which will connect you to someone who will help you report the child abuse. And, it is better to report than not report, but it is a little bit more difficult to actually kind of really get down on reporting child abuse if it is reported anonymously.
Yeah, well, we hope that if the authorities do get some anonymous tips, they are followed up upon. But since you deal with mental health issues in kids who, all the data shows, are extremely unlikely to get very ill from COVID, are you a little bit disappointed that the pandemic and the related antivirus policies kind of overshadow everything at this point, even the happiness and safety of everyone's children? In your mind, is it reaching the point where people say enough is enough, focus on more health issues than just COVID?
Sure. And, I don't think it should be one or the other. It shouldn't be, the public health or just mental health. So I think, the government does need to take responsibility for keeping that balance in terms of, keeping the people safe from COVID, but also, addressing mental health issues and preventing child abuse.
All right, Professor Ali Seo, we appreciate your insights on this serious and sadly unreported problem. we should make this our focus every day, not just once a year. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.